Hello, my friends. This is Dr. Jeannie Barrow. Welcome to this week's Micro Learning. We will be covering this week going from surviving to thriving in 2021. Many of us have experienced things that we have never could have imagined this past year, 2020, where we either had family members or friends who were impacted by the COVID-19 virus. And many of us have struggled in our businesses due to the change in the business landscape. And we're still trying to adjust and come up with a plan B for how we're going to move forward confidently in the next 12 months. So for those of us who are either in business for ourselves or in corporate roles, looking to create a unique edge to stay ahead of the curve, to not only survive but thrive in this next 12 months, that's the reason why I'm bringing you these micro learnings. And the first one I want to bring to you is facing what your situation is. So let's talk about denial. Denial is a mechanism that we use so that we can not even face what is really troubling us or causing us to take pause and making us stop in our tracks. And denial is the way that it looks in the workplace is that we know that we have a tough situation or a challenge and we choose to ignore it. But unfortunately, what happens when we do that is that the situation doesn't improve. If anything, it actually gets worse as the time goes by. And there's a couple of factors that influence that. Number one is the time factor. As the years go by, depending how old you are, our window of opportunity begins to close, especially those of us who are hitting our 50s or late 40s. Unfortunately, we know that there's ageism out there and that employers, unfortunately, do look at our lifespan in terms of how many more years of viable, working, productive years do we have ahead of us. Now I'm 51 years old, so I can tell you that I have a good 2 decades ahead of me in terms of my energy level and just what I know I have the capacity to give. And I'm sure that's the case for you too. However, that's not how the marketplace sees it. So the longer we stay in denial about our situation and don't do anything about it, the worse off we will be. If you are not happy with your current employment, if you are not happy in your leadership role, if you're having conflicts at work and you don't know how to handle them, the longer that we wait to face those challenges, the worse that it will get for us. And that's why we are talking about denial as the first strategy or the first tactic to look at when we talk about moving from surviving to thriving in 2021. So your challenge today is to sit down and to think about for a few minutes, what am I in denial about when it comes to my career? What am I postponing that I should be facing and looking to resolve so that I can then create a strategic plan to move forward in a way that will support me physically, emotionally, and spiritually. That's my message for you today. I hope this serves you. And if you want to join our community and stay plugged in with a community of inspiring leaders, you can do that at executivebound.com. Or you can set up a complimentary strategy session with me and we can sit down and dissect where you are now, where you want to be 12 months from now, and what are the obstacles that are preventing you from achieving those results that you want. And you can do that at callwithginny.com. I'll see you soon.